Hello students, I am Monika ma'am and I'll be teaching you mathematics in a simple and effective way. I am an experienced and certified maths teacher associated with CBSE. I also work as an evaluator and resource person for board related tasks. Let's begin our journey together. And today's topic which I've selected is fractions and decimals for class 7th. Okay, so already you have learned about different types of fractions in your previous class. So let's start with a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is a combination of constant, just let me turn on my pen. Okay, mixed fraction is a combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. Here 2 3 by 5, 2 is a whole number and 3 upon 5 is a proper fraction. And what do you mean by proper fraction? Proper fraction means that numerator is less than denominator. These are proper fraction. And do you know that proper fraction always, like 2 by 3, 1 by 6 here, 3 by 5, it always lies between 0 and 1. Proper fraction values are always less than 1. Okay, you have to keep in mind that. So let's come to the next slide is how to convert mixed fraction to improper fraction. This is a mixed fraction. How you convert? See what this is a mixed fraction. You write quotient remainder upon divisor. This is how you do it. And now how we are going to convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. This is an improper fraction. What do you mean by improper fraction? Improper fraction means where like 11 by 4, 8 upon 5, where the numerator is greater than the denominator. And improper fraction is always greater than 1. It is always greater than 1 because it is whenever you are dividing it. Okay, in the next slide I'm going to tell you. But first let's learn how to convert mixed fraction into improper. The denominator remains the same. The denominator is 4 only. For the numerator, what you do, multiply the whole number with the denominator plus you add numerator in it. Okay, so then you are solving it, you are getting 11 by 4. So this is an improper fraction. And when you are dividing, in the next slide I will show you, see. So improper fraction to mixed fraction, like in the previous also 11 by 4 was an improper fraction. Here also look at this, 15 upon 7. 15 upon 7 is also an improper fraction. It's one of the example. So 15 upon 7, how you are going to convert into mixed fraction? Many students in higher classes also, they make mistake in that many times. So 15 by 7. So what you do, the denominator one, always you take it out. It will be as a divisor and the numerator will become the dividend, right? And then you divide it. 7 times 2, 14. And what you're getting? 0, 1 as difference. So this is your quotient, this is your remainder, and this is your divisor. Okay, so what here also I've labeled for you so that you can easily understand. So how you write, what is the formula? In the previous slide also I told you that improper fraction to mixed fraction you are converting, then always use this formula, quotient remainder upon divisor. So after you need to divide first, and what is your quotient? 2. And what is your remainder? Here is 1 upon, and your divisor is 7. So this is how you have converted improper fraction to mixed fraction, right? I hope it's clear to everyone. Let's move on to the next slide. Next slide is fractions in lowest term. This is very important topic, students. Still higher classes you will be using it. Okay, how to convert into lowest terms. This you can do by cutting also. Multiple times also you can cut, like many times students do it, I will tell you. Or best is if you don't like 15 upon 35, this one. So what you do, you are, some students, the easy way what they do, they are just finding a factor, the highest common factor, then you can cut it like once only. Like how to find HCF, there are many ways to find HCF. You can also use the common division method to find HCF, like this one. So what you do, 15, 35. How you find the HCF? You just take what is common? Both the numbers should divide by the same number. This is what you have done. This method you did in 6th class, that you have listed all the factors of 15, you have listed all the factors of 35, and you wrote the common factors which are common in both, like 1 and 5. See, one factor is common in both and 5 is also common in both. So you wrote the common factors, then you're multiplying them, right? This is, you got HCF. But in higher classes, you can use division method or long division method. You can use these methods to find the HCF. I was to let, here is a space, so let me do it. How to find the HCF for 15 and 35, like this. So you just take a number which is common in both. Which number is common? Both numbers should divide by 5, right? And 5 is the prime number too. So 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 7 is 35. Now any other number which is dividing both? No, except 1. So therefore 5 is the HCF. So this way of finding HCF is much easier, right? So another method is also there. So you can find, you have learned different methods in class 6th also. You can use, rather than this, try this method always. So you got the HCF 5. Now what you do? You have to divide 15 upon 35 both by HCF. Our HCF is 5. So you can write in like numerator form also. 15 divided by 5 divided by 35 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3 and 35 divided by 5 is 7. So 3 by 7 is your HCF. Okay, after using the HCF, 3 by 7 is how you have divided your fraction into the lowest term. Okay, there is no other factor which will cut both these. They are in the simplest form also, you can be asked, or in lowest term. All right. And also one more thing I want to tell you, that you can, if sometimes you are not finding, you're confused in finding the HCF, then you can directly do 15 by 35. You can just cut by, okay, both are cutting by 3 it will not cut, it will cut both by 5 only. So you can write 15 divided by 5, 3, 35 divided by 5, 7. So 3 by 7. Or any other number you can take. For example, you can take 12 upon 30. Okay, how will you cut? You can cut multiple times. I know that both the will cut by 6. 6 is the HCF. But if you are not getting it, if it's a bigger number, very big number, you don't want to find HCF, you can cut multiple times. Okay, select one number which will divide both of these. Any factor you can take. Okay, let's take 2. I know that 2 is dividing both of these. So 12 divided by 2 is 6 and 30 divided by 2 is 15. So then, because 2 was not the HCF, let's see which other number will divide both of these. Okay, so let's take 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2 and 15 divided by 3 is 5. So you can say that 2 by 5 in this case is your this fraction which you have converted into the lowest form, in the simplest form, because 12 by 30 has many common factors, right? So this is no common factor other than 1. You have converted into lowest form. So you can do by any method. First you can find HCF and divide only one time. If you want to cut, then find the HCF. Otherwise you need to cut multiple times. Okay, so let's move on to the another slide, which is operations of addition, subtraction, division, multiplications. How the fractions are, you are adding up the fractions, you are subtracting fractions, you are dividing, and you are multiplying. All these 4 operations are there. Let's take the first, the addition of fractions. Students, I want to tell you, first thing you need to keep in mind, because many students gets confused in this. Whenever I check the papers, I have the experience of teaching all the classes. So I know that where the students are making mistakes mostly, in which questions they are making mistakes, right? For example, in addition, sometimes they are multiplying, and in multiplication, they are finding the LCM. So that mistakes have to be improved. For example, here, whenever you are adding or subtracting the fractions, you need to find students LCM. Okay, you need to find, because they are like or unlike fractions. You need to see if they are like this one, addition. First I am doing the like fractions, 1 by 7 and 3 by 7. Both are like fractions. What do you mean by like fractions? Like fractions are those fractions which have the same denominators. Like, so here the question is, like, add these fractions, 1 by 7 and 3 by 7. You need to add them, so you can know that both are like fractions and you are adding these like fractions. So what you will do, you will simply connect them by a plus sign. Here plus sign you are connecting, and for the like fractions you will take 7 only, because if you're finding LCM 7 7, what you're getting 7 only, right? So they have same like fractions. You don't have to find the LCM. You can simply take it as a common denominator, and numerator as it is you can write. 4 by 7 is the answer, and you need to see that is it in a simplest form. If not, then you need to always write your answer in the simplest form. And in simplest form also, after simplest form you need to see that is it in proper or improper fraction. If it is improper fraction, you need to write it into mixed fractions. Okay, so this is how you represent your answer at the end. So let's move on to the next slide, that is how to add mixed fractions or the improper fractions also. These are not like fractions. So the question is, what is the question? That add these fractions, means mixed fractions. This is the question, will come to you in the exam, that add these mixed fractions. So what you do, you are just connecting them with a plus sign, and if it is subtraction also, then you can do connect it by a negative sign, right? So our first step is that convert the mixed fraction. Always you need to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. Already I taught you how you will do. Denominator as it is 2, for the numerator you multiply these two and then you add 1. So 9 into 2, 18 plus 1, 19 by 2. Similarly, the same way, 5 into 4, denominator as it is 4, 5 into 4, 20 plus 3, 23 by 4. Now, you can see you have converted only mixed fractions into improper fractions. These are improper fractions. So now, but these are unlike fractions because denominators are different. So what you'll do for unlike fractions, you need to first find the LCM. You know that, student, this property, whenever one number is completely divisible by another in the denominators, then smaller one is the HCF and bigger one is always the LCM. But this you take whenever both the numbers are exactly dividing each other. Okay, if smaller number is exactly dividing the bigger number, remainder is 0, then only the bigger number is the LCM and smaller number is the HCF. So here you need to find LCM, otherwise don't take risk. You can just take the LCM. Okay, you know that how to take prime. 1 2, for LCM you go till you're getting 1. So 2 into 2, 4 is your LCM. Now what you'll do, don't do now like simple small children that separately you are finding the equivalent fractions. You can do together, students. Okay, or another way, like common, see, the another way I can tell you, one is this one, that you are converting this also with the both the fractions has to be like. You need to convert both to like fractions. What you do, multiply the denominator. Here also you have to make it to the denominator same as the LCM. Here is 2, how we will make it as 4? Because this is already 4, it is same as the LCM. Here also we need to convert this into LCM. So what number I'll multiply down here in the denominator so that I'll get 4? I'll multiply by 2. Here also I'll multiply by 2. Then what I got? I got these two fractions. These are like fractions. So I have only found the equivalent fractions. Okay, I have found a higher fraction of these and I have changed it into like fractions. Now they are like fractions. So what you'll do, same denominator and numerator as it is, you can add. Okay, you can do like this. 38 plus 23 upon 4. And next is 61 by 4. I told you first you need to cut. But these are already, see, co-prime numbers. Nothing is common. No factor will cut. They are already in simplest form. So, but this is improper fraction. So, I told you earlier also, first you need to cut. If they are already in simplest form, you cannot cut further. Then if it is improper, then change into mixed fraction. And moreover, your question also is in mixed. So, your answer should also be in mixed fraction. Improper to mix, how you will do? You know that you will divide down one as the divisor, up one as the dividend, and then you divide as it is. Okay, 4 times 1, 4, 2, 1. 4 times 5, 20, and you are getting 1. So, okay, what was the formula for this? Quotient, remainder upon divisor. Quotient is 15, remainder is 1, and divisor is 4. So, this is how you have added the mixed fractions. Okay, students? So next is, let's come up to, you have to practice. Take a click and you need to practice all these questions yourself. Students, see, I always tell my students that without practice, you won't understand. You will make 100%, you will make mistakes, because when teacher is teaching you, we are teaching you, you understand, yes, maths is very easy. But when you are attempting in the class during the pressure time, like exam time, you are making silly mistakes. So that will be avoided only by lot of practice. Okay, I will, if you give me good comments, and if you want that I should teach more, I'll make multiple topics. I can take for you only, for you all, I can teach. You just give me a topic name, I'll make video on that. Okay, student, next is adding fractions with unlike denominators. Just now we did, like you have added the mixed fractions, those were also unlike fractions later on. Here also it's the same thing, like same thing is repeating, that you do it yourself. Okay, these are unlike fractions. They are not mixed. If they are mixed, first we convert it into improper. Then, but now they are already, they are not in mixed, but they are unlike. Their denominators are different. So what we'll do? We'll just take the LCM of these. I will solve in a very easy way, I hope, because I have taught earlier long back to 7th class students also this way. Because don't just go on 6th class only, you have grown up. So look at this. Like LCM is, first you find, let me solve here nicely for you. 1 by 8 plus 2 by 3. LCM of these is, how you find LCM? 8, 3. Right? And these are, see, directly also you can do, because they are co-prime numbers. Nothing is common. You can multiply, and LCM is 24. But still I'm telling you again, don't take risk unless and until you know all these properties. You can multiply, okay, first with 2 to 2, but why? See, you can see that, students, nothing is common, no factor is common. So 2 2 2 3 times also you're taking, or you can directly take, I know that you will say, ma'am, we can't take 8 here, right? You're right. So let's take 2, right? 2 times 4, 8, 3, then again 2 times 2, 4, 3 here, then again 2, 1, 3, then last you are taking 3. So what is, multiply all these, 2 into 2 into 2, 8. 8 times 3, 24. But I knew it already, they are co-prime numbers. So you can multiply as it is, because 8 and 3, no common factors. So LCM is 24. Okay, then what we'll do? Learn here now. Students, pay attention. It will, because when you go higher classes, you will do this only. So why to go like 6th class students? Learn a better way, right? So this LCM is 24. Write this directly. This is only, this method is for addition and subtraction only, not multiplication and division, right? LCM you write here. Now what you'll do? First you divide this number, you divide by this, then whatever you're getting quotient, you multiply here. Just, this is first way, that's why, see, this you need to keep in mind. Now let's see how I'm solving. First, you will write LCM down. Okay, together you're solving rather than writing separately. This is like class 6th, okay? But now you have to learn a better way. So LCM written here, Now let's look at the first fraction. What is the denominator? 8. So divide both. Okay, this will be always outside divisor. So 8 and this 24 will be inside. 8 times 3 is 24. What you are getting? Quotient. Quotient is 3. Now 3 you will multiply with the numerator. Okay, divide whatever quotient, multiply with the numerator. That's why I've written like this. So 3 into 1, 3. Now this plus sign will come here. It's very easy. With 1 or 2 questions you will practice, you will understand it. Now let's come to the second fraction. I told you first divide, quotient, whatever quotient you are getting, multiply with this. Okay. So 24 again, 3 times 8 is 24. You are getting 8. Then multiply with this numerator. 8 into 2, 16. So add 16 plus 3, 19 by 24. You are getting this. But now check, students, that 19 by 24, can you cut further? Is there any HCF? No, because HCF is 1 only. Why? When is HCF 1? Because highest common factor is 1. There is no common factor other than 1. So that's why you can't further reduce it to simplest form. Then you have to see next thing. Is it improper fraction or proper? This is a proper fraction. So this is my answer. Because improper fraction only you have to convert into mixed. Proper fraction won't be converted into mixed. Okay? You see my video again and again. Those who have a doubt, write in the comment section. I will clear your doubts. Okay, students? So, and next is here, multiplication of fractions. Students, remember one thing. Where you take LCM? You take LCM when they are, sorry. Okay. You take LCM, students, whenever, like, see, for example, I'm writing this section, okay? 2 by 3 by pen is not working. I'm so sorry. Okay. Suppose this 2 by 3 plus 5 by 9. Here you will, because it's addition, right? So you will take LCM like this and solve. Like I taught you just now, divide. 3 is the quotient, multiply by 2, 6 plus divide 1 into 5, 5. Like this you are getting, right? Or subtraction also you can do like the same method. But for multiplication, suppose these are multiplying, then don't take, very important point I'm telling you, students, don't take LCM here. Many students make mistakes. LCM you're taking only for addition and subtraction, but whenever you're multiplying or dividing, then you don't take LCM. That is very easy. Directly you do. Okay, you cut and do. You don't have to find LCM. Will you remember it? Now next, move on to the next slide. Here, multiplication, addition and subtraction we have done, right? And now multiplication. Multiplication of a fraction means, see, there are different subtopics, but the concept is all same, that you are multiplying fractions. Like first example I've given, how you are multiplying a fraction. It can be proper, improper. In multiplication we don't see whether they are like fractions, unlike, hardly matters, right? This fraction is multiplying by a whole number. This is not a fraction. So you can, but you know that whole numbers, you can write it in a fractional form also. Upon 1 you do. Don't write 1 upon 12. If it is a 3 is a whole number, how can you write in a fractional form? 3 by 1. How can you write the same whole number into decimal form? 3.0. Right? So like these are the different ways to express this number. But we are on fractions, right? 1 is a fraction. So another number also we'll write over 1. So that we are getting both as fractions. That's it. If it's not that compulsory, if you're thorough with it, it's fine. Now, why I'm telling you upon 1, change it into fraction? Because it means that 12 is always a numerator. Some students cut with 3 also this. So they are cutting like this. No, that's why I'm saying always make it a fraction, so that you know that you can cut always diagonally or vertically. You can't cut horizontally. You cannot cut 4 and 1. You cannot cut 3 and 12. Some students cut like this. It's wrong. You can cut only diagonally. these two you can cut, 3 and 1 you can cut, 3 and 4. If there is a common factor, then only you can cut. Now let's see which pair you can cut. Can you cut 3 and 4? No, because they are already in simplest form. There is no common factor. So let's see diagonally. So 4 and 12, yes, you can cut. So both will cut by which number? Both will divide by factor only. You have to take a common factor. Both will divide by 4, right? 4 divided by 4 will give you 1. Quotient comes here. 12 divided by 4, you're getting 3, right? So this also, this is, don't do like this, because see, I have just made for you, but easy way, the highest, the whenever you're going in, reaching in the higher classes, you need to do this only. Why again you're cutting? First you're multiplying big numbers and again you are dividing. So better here only you cut. Okay, so now see, you have cut whatever is cutting. There is nothing else is cutting, so we can write 3 into 3. Numerator as it is, you can write numerator 3 into 3, denominator 1 into 1. So you're getting 9 upon 1. This is a fractional form, so you can write in whole number 2. Right, students? So let's look at the next slide now. Next slide is, see, this is just a simple example, multiplication of fractions, just how I told you. And in real life, you see fractions everywhere. What you have learned, right, in 6th class, that fraction is a part of a whole. Like they're saying 1/8 of 5. So like this is what we say, right? So 1/8 of 5. 1/8 means one part of a cake. Suppose one cake is there and 1/8 you're cutting. So that's a fraction, right? 1/8 of, and you off is also a multiplication operator. You're going to learn it. So 1/8 into 5. For example, you can frame any word problem. Suppose if 5 children are there and each is getting 1/8. So how many cake pieces have been gone from this cake? 1/8 into 5. So then you are solving it. You're changing into a fractional form. Nothing is cutting. 5/8 pieces. 5/8 means 5 out of 8. It's still a, from one cake only these many pieces are gone. Okay, because 5/8 is also proper fraction, and I told you proper fraction is always less than one whole. Okay, students, from one cake, 5 pieces, if the whole cake is divided into, how can you can say, if a whole cake, big cake is divided into total number of pieces 8, denominator is 8, you are dividing the whole cake into 8 equal pieces, then 5 pieces out of these 8 pieces are being given to students, or you can say you ate all these pieces. So 5 out of 8 you ate. So it means that this is this fraction of cake you ate. And how much is left? Left out part says one whole. I told you that from one whole you are subtracting 5/8. Those many parts are left. Okay, so that is, again you can write, in 6th class you might have written that 8/8 directly, but actually it's one whole minus, then you can take the LCM. 1 and 8 LCM 8 only, or you can do like this also, it's fine. You are directly changing into denominator 8. This is also fine. Then you can take like fractions, right? Everything is connected. Numerator as it is you can write. So you are getting 3/8. I've just changed, put one real life example that how you are using whenever fraction means part of a whole. So one whole cake is divided into 8 equal pieces, and 5 pieces out of this, out of total 8 pieces, are being taken away. Okay, students, you can frame any word problem on this. Let's see another important thing. Sometimes in exam it comes that how you represent like this. How can you add? Let me turn on my pen. Okay. How you can, like 5/8 plus 5/8, how can you represent this in a fractional form? Many students make mistakes here also. Students, whenever we are asking you, represent it, represent or in a, like pictorial way, or we can ask you represent in a diagrammatic way. So it means you have to show it pictorially. How will you show that? Or in a fraction strip we can ask you 5/8 plus 5/8. It means that two fractions, it's a proper fraction, right? Understand the concept. 5 by 8 is a numerator is less than denominator, so it's a proper fraction, right? And it means it is less, it's a part of a whole only. So 5 by 8 means the whole is divided into 8 equal pieces, and 5 pieces are shaded, okay, because we have drawn 5 by 8 here. Another is also same, 5 by 8. Now 5 by 8 plus 5 by 8 means what? First we are solving it numerically. 5 by 8 plus 5 by 8 means repeated addition is a multiplication, right? Two, they are adding up, and repeated addition is also multiplication, means twice of 5 by 8, right? 5 by 8 into 2 you can say, because two 5 by 8s are there. Then you can solve 5 by 8 upon 2 by 1. Nothing is cutting. Yes, this can cut. See students, 2 and 4. So what you're getting? 5 by 4. Or, but in this case, we are not cutting, okay? But you can also, because 1 whole and 1 by 4. But we want, in this type of question, don't cut, because they are asking us with the denominator 8 only. That's why even if you're doing 1 whole and 1 by 4, it's fine. But if better is, don't cut, because you need to represent with the same denominator. But this is also correct if you're doing it. So 10 by 8, and then change it into mixed fraction 1 2 by 8. It means one whole which is divided into 8 parts only, because we are saying taking the same number of parts, okay, so that easily you can see. So 5 by 8 plus 5 by 8, first you're solving like this, it means 1 2 by 8, because all these gaps, one whole, and because 10 by 8 now is a improper fraction which is more than 1. So 1, when you're dividing into mixed fraction, one whole and all these parts, 1 2 3 4 5, out of 3 are vacant, so 3 are gone, these 3 are gone here. How much is left? 2 out of 8 are left. See, you can easily see that from here 3 parts are gone here to fill it up to make one whole, and 3 parts, no, 1 minute, 3 are gone and 2 parts are left. These 2 are left. These 2 are left here, because after one whole, these 2 parts are left. So this is a fraction has come. This is one whole, and this whole is not complete. So it's a fraction of a whole. Understood? So this is also question comes in the exam many times. So anything we can give you, like 2 by 3 plus solve 2 by like 7 I have given you, and then I can ask you 3 by 7. Show it. Then here you can't do, mostly we give together. Then also you can do like 2 by 7, you can make it like this, 2 parts out of 7, 3 parts out of 7. Then again, like fractions, right? So 5 parts out of 7. One whole is not there, because 2 parts and 3 parts together you can make one circle only, and that too is not complete. So 5 parts out of 7 parts you can easily do. Pictorially you can represent it. So next is, coming up to the next slide, is multiplication of a fraction by fraction. This we are not doing now pictorially. I have explained you how to solve multiply pictorially, okay? And now let's see how we are solving numerically, like 2 by 5 into 6 by 7. First thing is, you see that anything is cutting diagonally and vertically. Nothing is cutting. 2 7 you can't cut, 5 and 6 no, they are co-prime numbers, you can't, no common factor. Vertically also nothing. So in that case, to numerator you will multiply, and denominator you will multiply. 2 into 6, 12 upon 35. Naturally, if here they are not cutting, so here also they will not cut, no common factor. And this is a proper fraction, so you don't have to convert it into mixed fraction. Only improper fraction will be converted into mixed. Similarly, this one, can you cut? Here I have not cut, but don't go by this. It's not wrong, again I'm saying, but easy ways, that's why I've written intentionally what students do like this. But the best way is, first see, how can you cut here? Yes, 2 and 4 can cut. So both numbers will cut by which number? Both number cut means divide. Both will be divided by 2, right? 2 is a common factor. So 2 divided by 2, 1. 4 is divisible by 2. So 4 divisible by 2, quotient is 2 only. Okay, 2 times 2, 4. So then numerator multiply, and 2 into 3, 6. 1 by 6 you're getting. So easy. See here, long method, and here directly cut and write the answer. In one line you can solve this. So always go by this one, cutting and finding the answer. Next is multiplication of mixed fractions. The same concept is same, students. Whether you're adding or subtracting, whenever you have mixed fraction, convert it into improper fraction. Here also, 1 by 3 means denominator 3 only. Here multiply plus, right? 1 into 3, 3 plus 1, 4 by 3. Here also multiply, 4 plus 1, 5 by 2. And they are multiplying. So let's see, anything is cutting? Yes. Okay, don't do this method because it's lengthy. See, uh, mm, my motive is to teach you according to what you'll be learning till higher classes. So directly, why not learn now only? So 4 and 2 just cut. 2 times 2 is 4. And here they will not cut. So what are you left with? 2 into 5, 10, and 3 into 1, 3. Now students, this is improper fraction. So you cannot leave the answer like that. Improper fraction is always converted into mixed fraction. So divide 3, 10, 3 times 3, 9, 1 is the remainder. So this is your quotient, this is your remainder, and this is your divisor. What did I tell you the formula? Quotient, remainder upon divisor, and this is equal to, what is the quotient? 3, 1 upon 3. And you can check. See, multiply plus 1, 9 plus 1, 10 by 3. You're getting the same only. So this is how it's conceptual. You have to understand the concepts, plus you need to practice. These are the two things you will score full marks in the exam. Now the last segment of this is dividing fractions. How to divide? To divide fractions, first thing is change the, see, multiplication I taught you how you do. For division you can't do directly. First step is like this step. First fraction you always keep it like this, and division sign is changed into multiplication sign, and the second fraction is reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay, for example, like see, 3 by 4 divided by 2 by 7. Whenever you are dividing fractions, you need to convert the division question into multiplication. Then multiplication problem, how you solved in the previous slides, I've solved. Same way you'll do. So first division has to be changed into multiplication. How you do? Always here students make mistake that they find the reciprocal of this. No. First fraction always remains same, 3 by 4. Then division is changed into multiplication. Whenever you are converting division sign into multiplication, then reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay, reciprocal means you're flipping it. This will go up and numerator will come down, so it will be 7 by 2. Okay, then you see it is now multiplication problem. Division problem is changed to multiplication, and now you see anything is cutting. These nothing is cutting. So 3 into 7, 21, 4 into 2, 8. But again, students, this is improper fraction. I cannot leave my answer like this. I need to convert it into mixed fraction again. So 8, 21. So what will come? 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 2 is 16. So what will get? 5. Right? So my answer will be quotient. Remainder, how much? 5 is the remainder upon divisor. And you can check 16 plus 5 is 21 by 8. So this is how you will do division fractions. Now division of fractions, see students, this type of, I just put in real life this chocolate example I've given, like half divided by 6. What you do? Like half divisible divided by 6. So half into, you're converting division sign into multiplication, and 1 by 6, 1 by 12. Okay, is that okay students? So next, see, example. One more. This is the dividend. First one is always a dividend, and the divisor is the next one, because you're dividing. For example, in whole numbers, you know that 12 divided by 4, this is the dividend and this is the divisor. Same thing is with the fractions. The first one is always dividend and it is divisible by 4 by 5. Now you cannot directly divide, you have to first change it into multiplication problem. First fraction remains same, multiplication changed to division, changed into multiplication sign, and reciprocal of the second one, that is 5 by 4. Now see, anything is cutting? Yes, see, 2, nothing else. So directly in 1, 5 upon 6. See, why to do these steps? Then again you're cutting, dividing here. So it's better you cut and find the answer. Okay, next is the, see, cancelling one. The same example earlier I did like without cancelling, and this is how you have cancelled. I have already shown you. Now solve. This is very important question, student. This also comes in the exam. Lot of questions where students make mistakes, BODMAS, and this BODMAS comes in integers, decimals, in fractions, anywhere. The concept is same. That what do you mean by BODMAS? Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Always whenever there is a bracket, first you solve the bracket, then you solve off operator. Off means multiplication, then division, multiplication, and addition, subtraction you can do together like integer rules. We don't go only, you have to add first. Okay, for example, I'll tell you at the end this one. So now let's first solve this question, this example. Like this is it. Why, when do we use BODMAS? When there is more than two operations, one or more other than addition, subtraction. There are two or more operations are there, we use BODMAS. Okay. For example, division is also there, multiplication is also there. For addition, subtraction, we use integer concepts mostly. Okay, so other than these, if you find two operations or more than two, you go for BODMAS like this. So which operation I will solve first? Division, right? There are two operations only, division and multiplication. So first, don't multiply or cut. First we change into like division one. So these two, 4 by 5, division is changed to multiplication, and reciprocal of this one, 15 by 7, and rest will remain same. Now let's, all are multiplying, right? So you can cut. Multiplication can be between 4, 5, any numbers, all are multiplying. So you can cut. These two you can select, or anything else. These two also you can take, right? You can cut. Don't do like this. I taught you just for comparison I have written for you. So how to solve? You can select these two or these two. One at a time pair you have to select. So let's do this one, is much easier. 5 times 3, 15. Now see, 3 and 9 will cut. So 3 times 3 is 9. Nothing else is cutting. 4, 3 is not cutting. 7, 8 is not cutting. So I'm left with 4 times 8, 32. 7 times 3, 21. Here directly only I have written for you. But don't multiply all and multiply all denominators, then write, then again you cut. It's a long procedure. Now see, this is a improper fraction, so we need to convert it into mixed fraction. So in this we'll divide it, right? 21 down, 32 here. Divide 21 times 1. Improper fraction this is. I need to convert it into mixed fraction. 1, 1, 11 is the remainder. So what I am getting? Quotient, remainder upon divisor, and this is 1, 11 upon 21. So this is my answer, right? This is how you need to do completely this type of question. Again, one more example of BODMAS, because BODMAS concepts is everywhere until higher classes, 8th also, 9th, everywhere you will be finding this. Only the complexity increases, but the concept remains the same. Now see, I'll write here BODMAS. Bracket is not here, off is there. So first is off operation. I will not touch anything else. So 3 by 8, see, directly I have solved here. So let's do what will come. Half, off means multiply, and rest all same. Okay, all will come as it is. Now see, next is off is gone, division sign is also there, right? So I will write as it is. An off operation, I need to multiply first off one, because off operation is multiply. I need to solve these two. Off is between these two. So 3 upon 8, right, into half. Now off is gone. Now it's division. So let's do into division is here. So division is changed into multiplication and reciprocal of this. So 3 by 2. So this is, any step is wrong, the whole question will go wrong. First off, you will solve it. Off operator I have multiplied, then I need to solve it. 3 by 8, this is as it is. Then division I will solve after that into 3 by 2. Now all are multiplications. Next is all are multiplying. You can cut and do. Anything is cutting, nothing is cutting. So 9 upon 16 times 2, 32. So this is what, and it's a proper fraction. So no need to convert it into mixed fraction. So I hope students you have understood everything, and practice. Take a click of it and solve it yourself. BODMAS questions, if you want more questions, tell me. Any topic you're finding it hard, just let me know. I'll make a video on it. And if you're seeing any difficulty, like my voice, I'm fast, or my language is a problem, just do let me, okay, let me know, because I'm a very student friendly teacher. My motto is only to teach you. So anything you're finding that you're not understanding any topic, let me know and write it in the comment section. And do not forget to click the and subscribe my channel, because then only I will upload more videos for all of you. Okay, and this is the questions which I framed for you. Take a click, see this video, take a click, and students solve all these questions. Okay, any answers you can discuss in the comment section also, what you're getting. See, this is the question of addition, this is a subtraction, multiplication I put, addition also, all these 4 operations I put the questions for you. This is also division. Then word problems are also there. So students, you need to go through it. See, pictorial, look at the picture and what you're getting out of it. See, this is equality sign, right? And what you're getting, you need to justify your answer. And pictorial representation of 3 into 2 by 3, very important question. It means 3 times 2 by 3. It means 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3. So you have to make separately 3 circles is equal to then this. Okay, 3 whole you have to make, and 2 by 3. One is a fractional form like this. Product and then BODMAS. All these questions are very important, students. Do it. And any doubt you have, ask me. Okay, students, thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.